Love beyond circumstances. In the coastal town of Seabreeze, we meet Alexis Carter, a hardworking single mother in her mid-30s, raising three children: 12-year-old Sophie, 8-year-old Liam, and 5-year-old Mia. Abandoned by her partner years ago, Alexis works two jobs, waitressing at Rosie's Diner and cleaning office buildings, to support her family. Meanwhile, Ethan Whitmore, a self-made millionaire in his late 40s, arrives in Seabreeze seeking meaning after selling his business empire. Their paths cross at a community fundraiser for a children's charity at the town hall, where Ethan is the primary donor. While Alexis volunteers at the event, their eyes meet across the room during Ethan's speech about second chances. After the event, Ethan meets Alexis's children, particularly connecting with little Mia and her stuffed bunny, Marshmallow. Recognizing Alexis's strong work ethic, Ethan offers her a job at his new community center, which she initially resists but ultimately accepts. Alexis's new job at the community center transforms her life, providing stable hours and better pay. As Ethan becomes increasingly involved in their lives, he develops genuine connections with each of Alexis's children, helping Liam with soccer practice, supporting Sophie during her piano recital preparations, and carrying Mia on his shoulders at the town's summer festival. Alexis finds herself drawn to Ethan's authentic kindness and generosity. However, their budding relationship faces intense scrutiny when the media discovers their connection. Tabloids paint Alexis as a gold digger, and she faces judgment from local parents and social media. During a vulnerable moment on her porch, Alexis expresses her doubts to Ethan about continuing their relationship due to the public pressure. Ethan reassures her of his commitment, stating that he's choosing this path, though Alexis continues to struggle with the negative attention. The story reaches a critical moment when Mia falls seriously ill, with what begins as a fever escalating into a severe condition requiring hospitalization. During this crisis, Ethan demonstrates his unwavering commitment to the family, staying by their side through sleepless nights, consulting with doctors, and holding Mia's hand. He covers the medical expenses without hesitation, but, more importantly, provides emotional support throughout the ordeal. In a quiet moment in Mia's hospital room, when Alexis questions why he's doing all this, Ethan confesses his love not just for her, but for all her children. This revelation, combined with his steadfast presence during their darkest hour, helps Alexis overcome her remaining doubts about their relationship. Mia's recovery becomes a turning point, strengthening Alexis's resolve to fully embrace their relationship. Ethan takes a decisive stand by holding a press conference where he addresses the rumors about their relationship head-on. Standing beside Alexis, he publicly declares his love for her and her children, emphasizing that their relationship isn't about wealth, but about genuine connection. This public statement, combined with the town's first-hand experience of Ethan's positive impact on the community, helps quiet the media frenzy. With the pressure of public scrutiny diminishing, Alexis pursues her dream of opening a bakery with Ethan's support. The bakery becomes a beloved gathering place in Seabreeze, symbolizing the community's acceptance of their relationship and Alexis's personal growth. In a heartwarming culmination of their journey, Ethan plans a special beach proposal at sunset, thoughtfully including Alexis's children in the moment. He first addresses Mia, playfully asking if she thinks her mother will accept his proposal. With the children present and the ocean as their backdrop, Ethan kneels in the sand and proposes to Alexis, expressing his love for both her and her children. Through happy tears, Alexis accepts, and the children celebrate with them. The story concludes with their wedding, symbolizing not just the union of two people, but the blending of a family. As they stand together by the ocean, Alexis reflects on how their love has transcended their circumstances and rewritten their story, marking the beginning of their new life together. Chapter 1: Love Beyond Circumstances. The coastal town of Seabreeze was a place of contrasts, where the tranquil rhythm of the ocean met the vibrant hum of community life. Quaint cottages lined the shore, their weathered facades standing strong against the salty breeze, while the town's center bustled with local shops, a charming diner, and a community that thrived on togetherness. It was here that Alexis Carter, a single mother in her mid-30s, had built a life for herself and her 3 children. Her days were a whirlwind, a delicate balancing act between waitressing at Rosie's diner in the mornings and cleaning office buildings at night. In between, she attended school meetings, cooked meals, and made sure Sophie, Liam, and little Mia never felt the absence of a father figure. Her partner had left years ago, abandoning her with 3 mouths to feed and a mountain of responsibilities. But Alexis was a fighter, and her children, her heart, her soul, were her reason to keep going. Ethan Whitmore, on the other hand, had arrived in Seabreeze seeking something he couldn't quite name. A self-made millionaire in his late 40s, Ethan had spent decades building a business empire, only to find himself standing in a penthouse suite one evening, realizing he had no one to share it with. His parents had passed, and a failed engagement had left him questioning everything. So he sold his company and packed his things, drawn to the quiet charm of the coastal town. He invested in local projects, hoping to rediscover meaning in the simple joys of life. Their paths crossed on a warm summer evening at a community fundraiser for a children's charity. The event was a grand affair, hosted at Seabreeze's town hall, where string lights cast a soft glow over the crowd. Ethan, the primary donor, stood at the podium, speaking about the importance of giving back. His words carried weight, not just because of his wealth, but because of the sincerity behind them. Alexis had volunteered at the event, helping with decorations, organizing tables, and now clearing dishes. She wore a simple navy dress, her hair pulled back into a neat ponytail. As she moved between tables, she caught snippets of Ethan's speech. He spoke of second chances, of finding fulfillment in helping others, and something about his voice made her pause. When their eyes met across the room, there was an unspoken connection, a pull, like the tide to the shore. The constant whisper of waves provides a soothing backdrop to daily life, while salty ocean breezes carry the scent of blooming coastal flowers and fresh-baked goods from local shops. Weathered wooden boardwalks creak underfoot, telling stories of countless footsteps. The morning fog rolls in from the ocean, creating mystical scenes before burning off to reveal crystal-clear skies. Seagulls wheel overhead, their calls mixing with the cheerful chatter of residents and the distant toll of boats' bells. At sunset, the sky transforms into a canvas of pink and gold, reflecting off both the ocean waves and the white-painted trim of local buildings. Nestled along a protected bay, Seabreeze features a historic downtown district with a mix of Victorian-era buildings and modern amenities. The main street hosts Rosie's Diner, a beloved local institution with chrome fixtures and red vinyl booths, alongside boutique shops in restored storefronts. The Grand Town Hall, with its distinctive clock tower, stands at the heart of the community. Residential areas spread outward from the center, with modest family homes and quaint cottages closer to town, transitioning to more upscale properties along the waterfront. A recently renovated community center provides a modern gathering space, while public beaches and a wooden boardwalk offer recreational areas accessible to all residents. Hidden gems like small parks and community gardens dot the neighborhoods, creating peaceful pockets throughout the town. The Seabreeze Community Center aims to provide comprehensive support and opportunities for local families through employment opportunities with stable hours and competitive wages, educational programs and after-school activities for children, family support services and resources, community gathering spaces for events and programs, career development and training programs for adults, recreational facilities for youth sports and activities. Founded by businessman Ethan Whitmore, following the sale of his business empire, the Seabreeze Community Center was established as a cornerstone of community support in the coastal town. The center was conceived as a way to address the needs of working families and create opportunities for local residents. What began as a building renovation project quickly evolved into a full-service community hub, drawing support from local volunteers and eventually employing numerous community members. The center's establishment marked a significant milestone in Seabreeze's development, introducing professional-level community services while maintaining the town's close-knit atmosphere. The fundraiser takes place on a crisp spring evening in the recently renovated Seabreeze Town Hall, an annual tradition that marks the beginning of the coastal town's social calendar. The event traditionally occurs in early April, when the weather begins to warm, but before the tourist season brings its summer bustle to the seaside community. The event transforms the historic town hall into an elegant gathering space, with local businesses contributing decorations and refreshments. The evening features a silent auction of items donated by community members, live music from the local high school orchestra, and a keynote speech about the importance of community support for children's programs. Volunteers from various local organizations help coordinate the event, from setting up display tables to serving refreshments. The fundraiser combines formal elements like a champagne reception with hometown touches, such as homemade desserts and handcrafted auction items. The fundraiser serves multiple purposes within the Seabreeze community. It raises essential funds for local children's programs while strengthening community bonds through shared purpose. The event highlights the town's ability to unite across social and economic lines for a common cause, demonstrating how Seabreeze maintains its small town heart despite growing prosperity. The annual nature of the fundraiser has made it a cherished tradition that residents look forward to, marking it as a symbol of the community's commitment to its youngest members. The event also serves as a networking opportunity, bringing together business leaders, local officials, and community volunteers in a setting that encourages meaningful connections. The media scrutiny manifests in whispered conversations that suddenly stop when Alexis enters local shops, tabloid photographers lurking near the community center with long lens cameras, and the constant ping of social media notifications on phones throughout the town. Local news vans occasionally park along the streets of Seabreeze, their satellite dishes stretching above the quaint coastal buildings like mechanical trees. The atmosphere shifts noticeably in public spaces. The once warm greetings from other parents at school become curt nods, and previously friendly coffee shop conversations turn into pointed glances and hushed judgments. Online community forums buzz with speculation, while physical newspapers left on cafe tables are often folded open to stories about the relationship, complete with grainy, unauthorized photos. The intense public attention reveals the underlying social hierarchy and prejudices within Seabreeze's seemingly idyllic coastal community. It demonstrates how quickly a small town can divide itself when confronted with a relationship that challenges its social norms. The scrutiny serves as a mirror, reflecting the community's preconceptions about class differences and what constitutes acceptable relationships. It also highlights the power of modern media to shape public opinion, even in a small coastal town, and how social media can amplify local gossip into a broader narrative. The pressure creates an invisible barrier between those who support and those who judge the relationship, forcing community members to choose sides and revealing the complex social dynamics that exist beneath Seabreeze's friendly exterior. The bakery aims to serve as both a premier local bake shop and a welcoming community gathering space in Seabreeze. Its primary goals include providing fresh, high-quality baked goods using local ingredients when possible, creating a warm, family-friendly atmosphere where residents can gather and connect, supporting community events and local charitable initiatives, establishing itself as a cornerstone business in downtown Seabreeze, offering special occasion cakes and catering services for local celebrations. Founded as the culmination of owner Alexis Carter's longtime dream, the bakery transformed a vacant storefront in downtown Seabreeze into a thriving local business. What started as a small operation quickly gained popularity through word of mouth, becoming known for its fresh-baked breads, creative pastries, and welcoming atmosphere. The establishment has grown from a simple bakery into a beloved local institution, where families gather for weekend brunches and community groups hold regular meetings. Located in a charming renovated building in downtown Seabreeze, the bakery features large windows that flood the space with natural light and offer views of the nearby ocean. The interior combines modern amenities with coastal charm, featuring a spacious display counter showcasing daily fresh-baked goods, comfortable seating areas with a mix of tables and cozy corners, a small outdoor patio with umbrella-covered tables, an open-concept kitchen where customers can watch bakers at work. Walls decorated with local artwork and historical photos of Seabreeze. After the event, as Alexis's children helped her clean up, Ethan approached. "You have wonderful kids," he said with a warm smile. Alexis glanced at them. Sophie, the responsible eldest at 12, Liam, the energetic 8-year-old, and Mia, the curious 5-year-old who clutched her stuffed bunny. "Thank you. They're my everything." Ethan knelt to Mia's height. "And what's your bunny's name?" "Marshmallow," she answered shyly. Ethan chuckled. "Nice to meet you, Marshmallow." As Alexis and Ethan spoke, she found herself opening up about her struggles. He listened, truly listened without pity or judgment. At the end of the conversation, he offered her a job at the community center he was opening, a place designed to support families in need. "I'm not looking for charity," she said, crossing her arms. "This isn't charity. It's an opportunity," Ethan countered. "You're hardworking and passionate. I need someone like you on my team." After much deliberation, she accepted. Chapter 2. A Growing Connection. Working at the community center changed everything. The job had stable hours, better pay, and more importantly, it allowed Alexis to be present for her children. Ethan was hands-on with the project, and as they spent more time together, their bond deepened. He helped Liam with soccer practice, encouraging him when he missed a goal. He sat with Sophie as she nervously practiced the piano for her school recital. He carried Mia on his shoulders when she got tired at the town's summer festival. And Alexis? She found herself drawn to Ethan in a way she hadn't been to anyone in years. His kindness wasn't forced. His generosity wasn't a show. He was simply a good man, something she had almost forgotten existed. But their relationship didn't go unnoticed. When the media caught wind of Ethan's involvement with a single mother, the scrutiny was relentless. Tabloids spun a cruel narrative, painting Alexis as a gold digger, taking advantage of a wealthy man's kindness. Anonymous comments flooded social media, dissecting her past, her finances, her worth. The whispers followed her through town, into the diner, into the grocery store. Even some parents at Sophie's school began treating her differently. One evening, Alexis sat on her porch, staring at the ocean, feeling the weight of it all. Ethan found her there. "I don't know if I can do this," she admitted. "The world is looking at me like I'm some opportunist." Ethan took her hands in his. "Let them talk. They don't know you. I do." Tears welled in her eyes. "But I'm dragging you into this?" He shook his head. "You're not dragging me anywhere, Alexis. I'm choosing this." Still, the doubts lingered. Chapter 3. The Breaking Point. The final blow came when Mia fell seriously ill. What started as a fever escalated into something more, and before Alexis knew it, she was in the hospital, watching her youngest child struggle to breathe. Ethan was there, by her side, through every sleepless night, speaking with doctors, holding Mia's tiny hand, bringing Alexis coffee, even when she didn't ask. He covered the medical expenses without hesitation, but more than that, he simply stayed. One night, as Alexis sat in the dim hospital room, watching Mia sleep, she whispered, "Why are you doing all this?" Ethan looked at her, his expression soft. "Because I love you, Alexis. And I love your kids." Something inside her cracked open. This wasn't about money or status. It was about presence, about love. Mia recovered, and with that, so did Alexis's resolve. She wouldn't run anymore. Chapter 4. Standing Together. At a press conference, Ethan addressed the rumors head-on. Standing beside Alexis, he spoke openly. "Yes, I love this woman, and yes, I love her children. Our relationship isn't about wealth. It's about two people who found each other despite the odds." The media frenzy began to die down, and the town, having witnessed Ethan's impact firsthand, rallied behind them. Ethan continued to be a fixture in their lives. He encouraged Alexis to pursue her dream of opening a small bakery, and with his support, she did. It became a beloved spot in Seabreeze, a place where families gathered, where laughter filled the air, where love was kneaded into every loaf of bread. Chapter 5. A Promise by the Sea. One warm evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, Ethan took Alexis and the kids to the beach. He pulled out a small velvet box and knelt in the sand. Mia, he said with a smile, I have a very important question for your mom. Do you think she'll say yes? Mia giggled and nodded. Alexis covered her mouth, tears spilling down her cheeks. Alexis Carter, Ethan said, his voice thick with emotion. You and your children have given my life meaning. I love you. I love them. Will you marry me? With a choked laugh, Alexis whispered, Yes! The children cheered, and as the waves crashed against the shore, Alexis and Ethan shared a kiss, one that spoke of love, of second chances, of a future built not on circumstance but on unwavering devotion. Their wedding was a celebration of love and new beginnings, and as Alexis stood hand in hand with Ethan, watching the ocean stretch endlessly before them, she knew love had not only transcended their circumstances, it had rewritten their story, and it was only just beginning.